youth here and a solid group of wonderful saints. We appreciate that. We believe what the Word of God says. I'm going to be brief about this, and then we're going to have a video here in just a minute. But in St. Luke 9:51, speaking of Christ, he had just been to the mountain of transfiguration, pardon me, met with Moses and Elias. And there God the Father put his, this is my well-beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased, compliment upon him. Now he's on his way, just a few days out from the crucifixion. And here's what the Bible said. I'm going to use just this one verse this morning. Again, St. Luke 9:51. And it came to pass, when the time was come that he should be received up, he steadfastly set his face to go to Jerusalem. Jesus wasn't going there to worship. He wasn't going there to set any kind of precedents. He had one purpose in mind, one mission in mind: the perfect soldier. He had a mission. And he was going to fulfill that mission. In regards to what some of the things you shared with us, Brother Jonathan, Jesus was obedient to the Father. He came for this purpose. He had a plan. And nothing was going to stop that plan. He was going to Jerusalem to fight a battle, to win a war. Adam, first man, had lost the battle in the Garden of Eden. The second man, Adam, was going to fight the battle starting in the Garden of Gethsemane, and there follow through on this mission. He didn't have to fight this battle for himself. He didn't need the freedom that he was going to secure for you and I. He was already the truth, and the truth will set you free. He went on a mission, a battle for you and I. And nothing was going to stop him. No rejections, no beatings, no cross. Nothing would stop him from winning that battle for you and I. He went there to win it. It would be a different kind of battle. It wouldn't be a battle of human against human. It would be a battle of the principalities of the air, a spiritual battle that only he could win. He would go to the very depths of hell and there defeat Satan, and there give him an eviction notice that he was coming back again. And that in the meantime, he was to set his people free. All of those that would believe and accept him have the victory. He defeated the very source of our enemy that wants to captivate and bind us in bondage. Jesus left heaven and the glories of heaven in obedience to the Father And he came down to this sewage pond we call our world. And here, this soldier, this mighty battalion of Jesus Christ himself, went to fight that battle for you and I. We don't have to fight it. He's already defeated the enemy. God the Father had to turn his back, and the angels of heaven wanted to intervene. But Jesus said, this is my battle. I will fight it to the death. And I will come forth out of the grave, resurrected, and let you know that when I do, I have won the battle. It is no longer a battle that I need to pursue, because when they lay my body in the grave, there ain't no grave going to hold this body down. I've won the battle for you. I am in obedience to the authority of the Father. I came to do the will of him that sent me. And nothing nor anybody will keep me from doing that which this good soldier will do. So he began to walk on. Samaria said, get out of our town. He said, I don't care. I'm headed to Jerusalem. I'll go around the country. He made his way to Jerusalem, and he took on the corruption of the world, the politics of the world, the corrupt religions of the world. He took on every dishonest, corrupt, and evil aspect of the world, and there he took it to the cross, and he nailed it to the cross, and his blood shed down the cross, and it took care of you and I.
Yes, it is.
And we have an eternity waiting for us, because this soldier gave it all. This soldier didn't bring us into battle. He brought us to himself. And he is our victor. We don't have to live defeated lives. We don't have to live lives like Satan is going to destroy us any minute. Satan is a lion with his, all he does is roar because he's had his teeth kicked out. The only way Satan has any power at all is like he did in the Garden of Eden, through influence, that's all. He's a powerless being that is headed for hell.
Right.
And Christ done it all for you and I. What a soldier. No wonder men and women have denied all, took up their cross, and followed him. Because they know he's going somewhere. And I want to go with him. And I know you do also. I appreciate his truth, his blood, because his truth will march on. We're getting ready to have a video in the morning, or in a minute, as we continue with our service this morning. And I want to recognize two individuals. You'll probably see them in this video. That's two former members here that when we first came, J.R. Davis, the father of Andrea, Elmer, Elmer Wright, and these two men served. J.R. Davis walked up through the boot of Italy towards Germany for our freedom. Elmer was on a ship that was shot at and killed all of the guys around him. He survived it, but he laid in the hospital for 13 months and received Purple Heart. These men, like others, recognize others today. We're going to recognize those that are amongst us today whether they were in war, in action, or whether they were prepared to be in action. These are our living veterans here today that we're getting ready in a few minutes to recognize. But at this time, if you would, and we may...
Okay, turn off the lights.
Brother Dan, would you